Hello and welcome back to Italian Cuisine. I'm Chef Facedo at Central Arizona College. Today we're going to make a wonderful dish called Asiago crusted chicken parmesan. Let's first talk a little bit about the Asiago cheese and where it comes from. The Asiago Plateau, from which Asiago cheese takes its name, a tasty cheese, has been produced ever since the year 1000. Initially, sheep's milk was used, but from the 1500s, which with the gradual increase of cattle farming on the plateau, cow's milk has become the raw material used. The cheese making technique developed, and during the early 17th century, production extended into the neighboring areas of the Asiago Plateau. The foothills, the surrounding plains, and nearby alpine huts of Tarantino. The oldest version of Asiago, most faithful to the traditions of the plateau's cheesemakers, and with the fullest, most intensive flavors, is the seasoned cheese. In the early 20th century, fresh Asiago was born from the traditions of the DOP region combined with innovative cheese-making technology. The flavor of the cheese, sweet and mild, has led to its international popularity. Asiago cheese originates on the Asiago Plateau, a place surrounded by nature with its mild climate, the healthy air, the pure water, and the rich vegetation provide the pastures with the nutritious elements most suited for the production of genuine milk that becomes a cheese with an unmistakable flavor, natural, healthy, and produced following a strict procedure. Behind Asiago PDO, there are 1,000 years of history based on the alpine traditions that are maintained and enriched every day. The area for collecting the milk and producing Asiago PDO cheese includes 4 provinces: Vicenza, Trento, and a part of Padua and Treviso. This is the area where Asiago cheese originated. The Asiago Plateau and the surrounding territories where the production of the cheese became widespread. Asiago cheese, made with milk from the mountain farms and processed entirely at altitude 6,000 feet, can bear the additional title product of the mountain. Only Asiago cheese made in this area is authentic. Now to prepare the chicken. First of all, I have a chicken breast here. There's the thin end and the thick end. I'm going to use a very sharp knife, wearing gloves, and very carefully cut it in half without going completely through. This is still very thick. If your chicken breast has a lot of fat on it, simply trim it off. Taking a piece of parchment paper that I have trimmed down to a better size, I'm going to put my breast in between a folded sheet of paper, and I'm going to pound it slightly, very carefully, using the flat end, not this end, the flat end, and to create a pounded paillard. A paillard refers to a chicken breast that has been pounded into a thinner portion. Using our prepared pounded chicken paillard, I've reduced it to not being so thick by splitting it in the center and then spreading it out in between 2 sheets of paper and creating this nice, thin, evenly spaced paillard. Now we're ready to bread. I like to use all-purpose flour, seasoned with a little salt and pepper, whipped eggs, which I've already partially whipped. Make sure that they are thoroughly whipped, no yolks or whites separated, and our panko, or if you choose to use breadcrumbs. Panko, of course, is prepared Asian breadcrumbs. Very convenient. To this, I'm going to add our superior quality Asiago cheese. This Savaril brand is very high-end, somewhat expensive. We're just lucky enough today to have it. Pre-grated, or you can grate it yourself, and I add it to the panko. This will give the breading a rich, very flavorful quality. Okay, that being done, we're ready to bread. The triple breading process, which is standard in many foods, many food preparations, always starts with flour. So let's generously coat our chicken with the flour, making sure to cover all surfaces, dusting off excess. Proceeding to the egg. I like to use whole egg. I do not use an egg wash. I use whole egg. And then finally to our Asiago panko blend. Sort of using your hand to press, making sure that all egg-covered surfaces are covered. And there we have our prepared chicken breast. That's a very large chicken breast. If you choose, you can cut yours in half. Okay, I've brought out our prepared chicken breast that I've had in the freezer. By putting them in the freezer, this makes it a little bit more easy to handle. I have my hot oil here prepared nice and hot. It's up to 200 degrees, and I'm going to essentially fry the chicken till it becomes crisp, golden brown. Only till it becomes crisp and golden brown on the outside, and then I'm going to finish it in a 350 degree oven for about 10 more minutes. Our finished Asiago crusted chicken parmesan with rich marinara, and I prepared some garlic toast to go with. Delicious. Cindano.